Hi, I'm Alec. Welcome to Record Recommendations. The way this works is pretty simple. I've got a stack of LPs here. They're all available on the GONER website. And I'm just here to ask, why haven't you bought these yet? Let's start off strong. Chronophage, the Pig Kissed album, on Cleopatra Records. We ran out of this the first time around. The label is out of stock and we just now got more in from a distributor. That is just how hot this record is right now. And if you don't know Chronophage, let me tell you why. They're a Florida punk band, but based in Austin currently. They write amazing songs that are sonically threadbare and idiosyncratic with lyrics and melodies that are extremely charming. It's earnest, arty, and melancholic in a very good way. They just don't sound like anyone else. This one takes its time to get its hooks into you, more so than the first LP, but I guarantee you the songs and the playing are just as good. People tell me I hype this band too much, but I don't listen to people. I only listen to Chronophage. Next up, Cobra, Confusione on Iron Lung Records. They sure know how to title it for the English-speaking market. This is anarcho-punk done right. I love the way modern bands like Institute and P22 have taken inspiration from the Crash Records catalog, and this fits into that lane perfectly. It's got riffs, it's got the Marshall snare drum rhythm, the vocal delivery is cool and dry, and the lyrics don't make me cringe because I don't speak Italian. Iron Lung always finds bands that I love. Grazie, Iron Lung Records. From Australia, Tom Lincoln, Raging Head on Solar Sonar Records. I can't even get away with playing this in the shop with customers around. It is extremely intense. If you've been missing high energy live shows during the pandemic, this record might just satiate that need. If you can imagine Drive Like Jehu levels of energy, it's tuneful, it's got spasmodic, shifting tempos. The drummer is insane, but it doesn't sound like Drive Like Jehu. Fans of Death Wish and Royal Headache are really gonna dig this record, even though it doesn't sound like those bands either. Tom Lincoln also has a much more minimal solo record, and I think those blend nicely together, but this with the live band is my favorite for sure. And it's an American GONER exclusive. You can't get this anywhere else if you live in the States. Next up, The Green Child, Shimmering Bassett on Upset the Rhythm Records. More good stuff from Australia, but in a completely different gear. Mikey Young and Raven Mahon's utopian sci-fi synth baby project has grown legs and is off and running. I really liked their first album, and this one is a step and a half beyond that, so I really like this one. If you enjoy Mikey's signature synth pad sounds and Total Control, but aren't trying to get sucked into a J.G. Ballard type horror K-hole, then this is just the panacea to your pandemic anxieties. It's a sunny but understated album. It's very nice. And look at that. The plastic bag is compostable. Crack Cloud from Canada with Pain Olympics on Meat Machine Records. If you prefer to stew in disorder and insanity rather than avoid it, Crack Cloud are here for you. If you're unfamiliar, you should check out the history behind this collective. It's basically half band, half addiction recovery support group. And while lots of popular music collectives just sound like music made in a focus group to me, this stuff is highly ambitious and experimental while being very listenable. It's got a post-punk skeleton. It's fleshed out with lots of different cross-genre elements that make it very cinematic. Music journalists should be making themselves into a human centipede over this band, but they're not. And I wonder why. Let's keep it heavy, shall we? Boris and Merzbow, 2020 RIP on Relapse Records. Yet another collaboration between Japan's greatest sonic titans and the internet's most controversial petting zoo operator. When this dropped, I was really not prepared for how pretty it is. It contains some reworkings of tracks from Boris's 2019 LP, Love and Evil, but the Merzbow contributions do add a new dimension to it, and there's more than enough to justify this as an album unto itself. It's extremely dynamic in a way that most of the Merzbow catalog isn't, and dare I say might be the best new entry point for people looking to add more noise damage to their lives. I know someone's gonna hate me for saying that. I think that's all I got time for today. And don't worry, I'm not gonna browbeat you into buying records, but if you've got a little extra scratch in your account from bankrupting hedge funds on the internet, congrats to you. I think you deserve some new music. Thanks for watching Goner TV, everybody. See you next time.